Hey guys, I'm Jake Palat, and today I want to run you through Taiga's top of the line tower option, the Alpha E3 Plus with solid shade. Usually towers and biminis are kind of like a boring, almost afterthought for what goes onto a boat. Almost like if it's on the boat and you have a bimini, it's good enough, it'll do the job. But I really think this E3 Plus tower with the solid shade is actually a really exciting option, full of a bunch of accessories that are super useful for hitting the water. So let's get into it. So for starters, this solid shade bimini above me is massive. Up to 70 square feet of coverage from the sun, so you have plenty of shade throughout the day on the boat. That's useful especially when you're in a hot climate, middle of summer. You gotta try to protect yourself from the sun as much as you possibly can. If you're in a cooler climate though, and you like the option of the solid shade and E3 Plus tower, there's an option for a sheer shade, which is a mesh material up top, so you still get some sunlight, still get the heat of the sun, but you still have the option for board storage and all the cool stuff that comes with this E3 Plus tower and solid shade bimini. But overall, coverage on this thing is nuts, and being in Florida here, this is something that is super, super useful for staying cool and keeping that sunburn to a minimum when spending the day on the lake. So solid shade also has an incredible amount of storage built into it. As if the storage inside the boat wasn't enough, we also have storage for up to 4 boards up on top of the bimini, storage for ropes under the bimini here, and also life jacket and wet gear hangers, so you can hang your stuff out to dry before the end of the day and before you put the boat up into storage. Dry all your stuff out in a convenient place, easy to reach and get to whenever you're ready to ride again. Lastly, the E in Alpha E3 Plus tower stands for electric. This bimini and tower raise and lower simply with a touch of a button. Right down here, as I press the button, the tower will fold forward inside the windshield, and the bimini will actuate upwards and sit flat above the windshield. This setup is super simple for trailering, storing your boat indoors, or if you have to fit under a bridge or something. It's just a touch of a button, tower drops, and the bimini actuates flat above the windshield. And then it raises just as simply as it lowered, touch of a button, and back up it goes. While there are plenty more features that come with the Alpha E3 Plus and solid shade tower, that pretty much sums up my big things that I think are the most useful and practical for what you're gonna use daily as a boater on the water. Overall, that sums this video up for me. Hope you found this helpful. If you did, make sure you subscribe to follow along for more. Thanks for watching.